हेलो फ्रेंड्स, एडुमस चैनल में आपका फिर से स्वागत है। वेल, इन द लास्ट क्लास वी हैव स्टडीड अबाउट न्यूट्रिशन, दैट इज फ्रॉम द लेसन लाइफ प्रोसेसेस। तो आज हम देखेंगे न्यूट्रिशन के बारे में क्या नेक्स्ट टॉपिक आता है। सो यू ऑल आर वेल वर्स्ड अबाउट द टॉपिक, दैट इज वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी अबाउट रेस्पिरेशन। ठीक है, तो रेस्पिरेशन स्टार्ट करने के पहले नाउ we'll just recall about the nutrition that we have studied in the last class. So as the nutrition process we have studied, we know that we have studied about the digestive system. तो फूड कैसे इन्वॉल्व होता है, कैसे एसिमिलेशन होता है, एसिमिलेशन होने के बाद में फूड न्यूट्रिएंट्स कहाँ जाते हैं। सो यू ऑल नो दैट द न्यूट्रिएंट्स पासेस इनटू द सेल्स। तो वहाँ पे क्या होता है, तो वहाँ पे होता है एनर्जी रिलीज, इजंट इट। तो यहाँ पे जब हम फूड लेते हैं तो फूड क्या होता है, तो फूड इज वर्किंग एज, फर्स्ट थिंग इट इज वर्किंग एज अ फ्यूल, सेकेंड थिंग इट इज हेल्पिंग अस इन द ग्रोथ एंड ऑल्सो इन द रिपेयर ऑफ आवर बॉडी। These are the two important things that we are going to learn from the food that we eat. Okay, so let's move to the next topic, that is respiration. ठीक है, आगे देखेंगे कि ये फूड एनर्जी में कैसे कन्वर्ट होता है, क्या चाहिए उसको। Before going with the respiration, let me tell you what is the definition of respiration. See here, the utilization of oxygen to break down the glucose. Glucose molecule यहाँ पर मतलब होता है food that we are eaten. To release energy. ठीक है, तो एनर्जी रिलीज करने के लिए खाने के साथ में जो न्यूट्रिएंट्स हम लेते हैं उसके साथ में क्या जरूरी है, ऑक्सीजन जरूरी है। ठीक है, that process is called as respiration. So the utilization of oxygen to break down the glucose molecules and release energy is called as respiration. Now you can see here it is in the format of reaction. Food that we eat reacting with the oxygen gives carbon dioxide, water and energy. ठीक है, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड भी रिलीज होता है, वाटर पे फॉर्म होता है, एनर्जी भी फॉर्म होता है। तो यहाँ पे कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड यू नो वेरी वेल, इट इज बीन नॉट यूटिलाइज्ड बाय आवर बॉडी, इट हैज टू बी थ्रोन आउट। सो यू नो इन द रेस्पिरेशन, as the respiration is taking inside the cell, the energy that is been released there, it has been used by our body. But whereas carbon dioxide is not being used, it is as a waste product that has to be thrown out. Okay, other than that water also is being used. Now as we are telling that respiration is a biochemical process, यहाँ पे बायोकेमिकल प्रोसेस होता है। इसका मतलब क्या होता है, जो सेल्स के अंदर होता है। ठीक है, यहाँ पे हम देखते हैं सेल्स के अंदर एनर्जी रिलीज होता है। तो सेल्स में कौन से पार्ट में एनर्जी रिलीज होता है, यू ऑल हैव लर्नड अबाउट सेल लेसन। तो माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया इज द वन पार्ट विच इज रिलीजिंग दिस एनर्जी, सो इट इज हैपनिंग इनसाइड द सेल। ओके, नाउ बहुत से लोग बोलते हैं कि टेकिंग इन ऑफ ऑक्सीजन एंड गिविंग आउट ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इज कॉल्ड रेस्पिरेशन। नो, इट इज यस द पार्ट, बट दैट प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड एज ब्रीदिंग। जो हम ऑक्सीजन लेके कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को बाहर छोड़ते हैं उसको हम क्या कहते हैं, ब्रीदिंग कहते हैं। एक्चुअली ब्रीदिंग इज अ फिजिकल प्रोसेस दैट इज हैपनिंग इनसाइड द लंग्स। वी टेक इन ऑक्सीजन, okay, from the lungs it goes to the heart, from the heart it goes to the cells, break down the food molecules, carbon dioxide is produced, come back to the heart, come back again through the like lungs, it is coming out. So that is called as breathing. So it is a completely physical process which is taken place in the lungs. यहाँ पे हम एक बात देखेंगे, जो एनर्जी यहाँ पे रिलीज होता है, क्या एनर्जी ऐसे ही रिलीज होता है, नो। एनर्जी दैट हैज बीन रिलीज इन द सेल्स is been stored as a ATP. तो ATP क्या होता है, let's see what is this ATP. So the energy stored in the cells is in the form of ATP. ATP का मतलब होता है एडिनोसिन ट्राइफॉस्फेट। सो एडिनोसिन ट्राइफॉस्फेट जो होता है वो हमेशा एनर्जी हाई रिलीज करता है। साथ ही में here you can see your ATP is also released, but ATP needs to react with इनऑर्गेनिक फॉस्फेट, जहां पे एटीपी फॉर्म होता है। एटीपी इज रिएक्टिंग विथ इनऑर्गेनिक फॉस्फेट टू रिलीज एटीपी, दैट इज ट्राइफॉस्फेट विच इज इन द हायर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन। बट वेयर एज ये जो एडिनोसिन डाइफॉस्फेट है, दैट इज एडीपी, वो लो एनर्जी फॉर्म करता है, इसीलिए उसका यूटिलाइजेशन नहीं होता है. सो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग हियर इज व्हेनेवर द एटीपी इज बीन एनर्जी इज बीन स्टोर्ड देयर, it is always reacting with the inorganic phosphate to release more and more energy. Now we shall see in the respiration what are their types. So usually in the respiration there are two types of respiration. What are those? So the first one is aerobic respiration and another is anaerobic respiration. So what do you mean by aerobic respiration or anaerobic respiration? Aerobic respiration is nothing else but where the involvement of oxygen is been done. मतलब in the presence of oxygen जो respiration take होता है उसको हम बोलते हैं aerobic respiration. And where the oxygen is not involved, that process is called as anaerobic respiration. So let's see what is the difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. तो aerobic respiration में क्या होता है, यहाँ पे जो food होता है वो complete breakdown होता है, ठीक है. Whereas in the anaerobic respiration there will be partial breakdown of food. Second point, the end products जो हमें मिलते हैं breakdown होने के बाद में क्या मिलते हैं, it is carbon dioxide and water molecules. Along with that your energy has been also released. In the anaerobic respiration the end products are ethanol, carbon dioxide और lactic acid. तो ये कैसे होता है हम आगे देखेंगे. देन वन मोर थिंग इज एरोबिक रेस्पिरेशन में एनर्जी बहुत ही ज़्यादा प्रोड्यूस होता है, सो इट इज प्रोड्यूसिंग मोर एनर्जी, वेर एज इन द एनएरोबिक रेस्पिरेशन लेस एनर्जी इज बीन प्रोड्यूस्ड. ओके, दिस इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Usually it has been asked even for the 2 marks or 3 marks in your examination. Now let's see how is the glucose molecules acting with the oxygen or in the absence of oxygen. So let's see first here. ग्लूकोज जो होता है, ठीक है, वो ग्लाइकोलाइसिस प्रोसेस में ब्रेकडाउन होकर 3 कार्बन एटम्स बनता है. यूजुअली कार्बन एटम्स कितने रहते हैं, 6 इन द ग्लूकोज मॉलिक्यूल्स. सो इट इज बीन reduced to 3 कार्बन एटम्स. दैट प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड एज पाइरूवेट. उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, पाइरूवेट बोलते हैं. तो यहाँ पे जो पाइरूवेट होता है एब्सेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन या प्रेजेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन में क्या प्रोड्यूस करता है, लेट्स सी. सो फर्स्ट द ग्लूकोज मॉलिक्यूल्स व्हेन इट इज ब्रेकिंग डाउन इनटू पाइरूवेट, फर्स्ट लेट्स सी in the presence of oxygen what it is producing. So here it is producing carbon dioxide, water molecules and 38 kilojoules of ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate. Then glucose when it is acting in the absence of oxygen, in the absence of oxygen what will happen, that is ethanol is taking place. तो यहाँ पे क्या प्रोड्यूस होता है, इथेनॉल. तो इथेनॉल का फॉर्मूला क्या है, C2H5OH plus carbon dioxide is produced, and here you can see it is only 2 ATP. If you compare to oxygen, in the presence of oxygen and in the absence of oxygen, oxygen where it more is there more energy has been released, but whereas in the absence of oxygen very less amount of energy has been produced. Then what will happen if the oxygen is lacking in our body? Now most of us, you all know, whenever you are running in the sports, what will happen, automatically there will be muscle catch in your legs, isn't it? Muscle catch किससे होता है, जो पोर्शन में ऑक्सीजन की कमी होती है. सो wherever there is lack of oxygen taking place in that portion of the legs, there the cramps occur. cramps आते हैं ना, तो cramps क्या होते हैं, तो कैसे आते हैं, the cramps is occurring because of the lactic acid that has been produced in the absence of oxygen. Along with that only less amount of energy is produced, that is 2 ATP is been produced in anaerobic respiration. तो फिर से हम देखेंगे कैसे होता है. सी जस्ट विल रिकॉल, यहाँ पे प्रेजेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन क्या होता है, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स और 38 किलोजूल्स का ATP, that is energy has been produced over there, that is again produced in the mitochondria. Whereas in the absence of oxygen, complete absence जब होता है तो इथेनॉल प्रोड्यूस होता है, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड प्रोड्यूस होता है और वेरी लेस अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी इज बीन प्रोड्यूस्ड. देन लैक ऑफ ऑक्सीजन, जहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन लैक होता है वहाँ पे क्या प्रोड्यूस होता है, लैक्टिक एसिड प्रोड्यूस होता है, साथ में 2 ATP मतलब यहाँ पे फिर भी एनर्जी बहुत ही कम है. ओके, विल सी अगेन नेक्स्ट फर्दर. नाउ वी शैल सी हाउ डज द रेस्पिरेशन टेक्स प्लेस इन प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल्स. ठीक है, अभी हमने देखा कि रेस्पिरेशन के टाइप्स क्या है. नाउ वी शैल सी हाउ द रेस्पिरेशन टेक्स प्लेस इन द प्लांट्स एंड इन द animals. Now plants and animals also respire, but they are using their different parts. Okay, now if you see about the animals you know very well, they are from unicellular to multicellular, or you can say from lower animals to higher animals. सबके तरीके अलग अलग होते हैं. So all have different modes of respiration. So let's see first in the plants, how do the plants respire. So in the plants the respiration takes place by the process called as diffusion. Diffusion क्या होता है, जहाँ पे gases exchange होते हैं. You have already learned about in the 9th standard lessons about plasma membrane, how it diffuses, so how it helps in exchange of the carbon dioxide and oxygen in the plants. So यहाँ पे plants usually takes place, or the respiration takes place through the method diffusion. So what are the parts involved in the plants? Okay, first is your roots. So how is root able to take the carbon dioxide? You know very well what they are trying to exchange here. They give out the oxygen but take in the carbon dioxide. So respiration यहाँ पे opposite direction में हो जाता है. So here it is happening through the root hair that is present in the plants. So root hairs have the small minute holes which will help in exchange of the gases. Then coming to the next is stem. Okay, stem are having another two parts, that is one is lenticels and one is stomatas. So lenticels are usually present in the stem part, which are having the minute pores which help in the exchange of the gases. And even stomata, you have already learnt in the photosynthesis that stomata plays a very important role in exchange of the gases over there. Then leaves, as usual, stomatas are the small pores which are present always under the leaves, which help in the exchange of the gases, taking off the carbon dioxide and giving out the oxygen. Okay, now let's see how the plants respire. So different kinds of animals have the different modes of respiration, means they involve different parts in the respiration. तो यहाँ पे मैंने कुछ examples दिए हैं. Let's see. First I started with a unicellular organism, that is amoeba. So amoeba, you know very well, it is not having any specific organ to respire. So by what it is respiring? It is respiring through the cell membrane. So how it takes the food? So like that, even cell membrane help in the exchange of the gases over there, or taking in of the oxygen. Then coming to the grasshopper. Grasshopper is breathing through the spiracles. Okay, unke outer layer of the body, it's having the spiracles, which it is having again tubes like structures called as tracheoles or trachea, that we call it as, which help in the taking of oxygen. Then fish, you all know very well how do the fish breathe. So fish is breathing through the gills. So whatever the oxygen is been present in the water, it directly takes from the water molecules and give out the carbon dioxide. Then here I have taken the earthworm. Earthworm is usually breathing through the skin. Like earthworm, even the frog, when it is in the water, it is also breathing or using the skin to breathe. Okay. Now after this, we will be saying how do the human beings breathe or respire. Here we can see that they all are having, or they are the small organisms which do not involve more of the organs. But whereas human beings, they cannot respire through the diffusion method, because वहाँ पे जो ऑक्सीजन रहता है पूरे बॉडी में सफिशिएंट नहीं होता है. सो इट रिक्वायर्स मोर ऑर्गन्स और अ सिस्टम टू टेक इन द ऑक्सीजन एंड मूव इनटू द cells. So now we shall see about the respiration in human beings. So before going with the respiratory system of human beings, now you know very well, even the breathing is the process which has been involved during the respiration. So what happens during the breathing? We take in oxygen and when we leave out carbon dioxide, isn't it? तो यहाँ पे आपने कुछ movement देखा है. When we breathe, you see some movement in your chest cavity. So what do you see? That rib cage and the diaphragm is been involved in the breathing process. So when you take in breathe or when you take the oxygen, what will happen automatically? The rib cage or the diaphragm moves upward, isn't it? And when you leave out carbon dioxide, again it comes low and relax its position, or it will be relaxed at its position. Okay, so this is movement that is happening during the breathing process. Now let's move on towards the respiration in the human beings. So respiration is not that easy in the human beings because the whole body need the oxygen to break the glucose molecules, isn't it? तो यहाँ पे बहुत से parts, mainly जो system involve होता है यहाँ पे देखेंगे वो system में क्या क्या है. So let's see here. So respiration in the human beings need the respiratory system. So what is involved? So what organs are involved in the respiratory system? Let's see. One is nose, nasal cavity, then trachea, bronchi, lungs. Okay, let's see what are the functions of this. Nose, you know very well. It is having the openings which are having the hair-like structures and mucus present in the nose, which do not allow the dust particles to enter inside our cavity, which is blocking the dust particles, isn't it? वो जो air को सिर्फ air को अंदर भेजते हैं, dust particles को अंदर नहीं भेजते हैं. Then nasal cavity, it is also having joined with the pharynx. What is pharynx? It is a part of the throat between the mouth and the windpipe. ठीक है, जैसे ही nose को continuation होता है, we are having the pharynx, which is the part of throat between the part and the mouth and the windpipe. उसके बीच में जो रहता है pharynx होता है. ये जो pharynx है इसका continuity रहता है जो आता है trachea. So what is trachea? Trachea is also called as a windpipe. ठीक है. So this trachea is also having cartilages. A ring-like structures are present in this trachea which do not allow or which never collapses. ओके जो एयर हम ब्रीथ करते हो कोलैप्स होने नहीं देता है, उसको हम कार्टिलेज. जैसे आपने देखा होगा कि जब आप फ्रूटी पीते हो, सो द स्ट्रॉज विच आर प्रेजेंट इन द फ्रूटी, यू नो वेरी वेल, इट आर हैविंग द स्मॉल रिंग्स लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स. व्हाट इज द हेल्प ऑफ दैट रिंग्स इन द स्ट्रॉ? इट कैन, यू कैन, व्हेन यू आर सकिंग द जूस, ओके, इट विल नॉट स्टॉप. तो थोड़ा थोड़ा करके जूस जो ऊपर आता है वो कभी स्टॉप नहीं होता है. सो इट डज नॉट अलाउ द जूस टू कोलैप्स देयर. सो दैट इज the function of the cartilage which is present in the, that is in the trachea. Then this trachea is again further divided. It is moving and divided into two sides, that is at the left and the right side of the chest cavity, that is called as bronchi. So what is this bronchi? Bronchi क्या होता है? ये जो होता है ये tiny branches की तरह होता है. So they are like small branches which are again further dividing into the smaller or the minute tiny sacs. Those are called as alveoli. तो alveoli क्या है? So this is the main part in the respiratory system where the exchange of gases takes place. So these alveoli sacs are usually attached with the blood capillaries. Okay, so where the oxygen which is coming from our or entering from our nose is taken into the body, and the carbon dioxide which is produced with the help of the oxygen breaking of the glucose, तो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड जो प्रोड्यूस होता है उसको भी हम बाहर निकलते हैं. तो एक जंक्शन है जिसे हम बोलते हैं, लाइक इट इज लाइक अ जंक्शन वेयर एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेस टेक्स प्लेस. ऑक्सीजन इज एंटरिंग थ्रू द एल्वेoli and moving to the blood capillaries, and the same way the oxygen or the deoxygenated blood which is coming from our body is coming to the blood capillaries attached to the alveoli sac, and from there it is going out. So this is most probably asked for 1 or 2 marks in the examination. What is the function of alveoli or what is alveoli? So keep in the mind, alveoli help in the exchange of gases. It is the main site in the respiratory system. Then coming to the next, after the exchange of gases, जहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन हम लेते हैं वो कहाँ जाते हैं? So they are being passed into the lungs, and from the lungs it is moving to the heart. Then heart is the one which takes in the blood, goes to the every part of the cell and help in breaking down of the glucose molecules, and the carbon dioxide which has been produced comes back again as a deoxygenated blood, comes to the heart and then moves back to the from lungs, and from the lungs it comes back to the respiratory system. So it's very easy. We have to remember here the organs and the functions of the organs involved in the respiratory system. So in our next video we will be learning about the transportation. So how does the transportation takes place in the plants and also in the human beings? A very important topic that we are going to cover in the next video. So I hope you may like this video. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe, and always be with EduMust. Till that, take care.